I have seen a lot in my lifetime. I have watched trends come and go, seen people fall for the same mistakes over and over again, and learned that not everything that looks good on the surface is truly good for you. There is something dangerous happening right now. Something that is being sold as healthy but is silently destroying the health of seniors everywhere. It is something many of my old friends and even family members have fallen victim to. And the worst part is that they never saw it coming. They trusted the labels. They believed the advertisements. They thought they were doing the right thing. But in reality, this so-called healthy drink was quietly eating away at their well-being. I remember the first time I noticed something was wrong. A good friend of mine, a man I had known for over 50 years, was always careful about his health. He walked every day. He ate his vegetables. He avoided junk food. And yet, he started feeling weak. His joints ached. His blood sugar levels were all over the place. He could not understand why. Then one day, he mentioned that he had switched from soda to fruit juice because he had heard it was better for him. That was when it hit me. Fruit juice. That was the culprit. It sounds harmless. It sounds like something that should be good for you. After all, it comes from fruit, does it not? But here is what most people do not realize. When you drink fruit juice, you are not getting the whole fruit. You are not getting the fiber that helps slow down the absorption of sugar. You are getting a concentrated dose of sugar that goes straight into your bloodstream. Your body reacts by flooding itself with insulin to handle the sudden spike. And over time, this constant cycle wears you down. It messes with your metabolism. It weakens your organs. It sets you up for serious health problems. I have watched people struggle with their weight, never understanding that their so-called healthy drink was working against them. When you take away the fiber from fruit, you are left with something that is not so different from soda. Your body does not know the difference between the sugar in juice and the sugar in a can of cola. It treats them the same way. It stores the extra sugar as fat. It strains the liver. It spikes the risk of type 2 diabetes. And let me tell you, I have seen too many friends lose their energy, their mobility, and even their independence because of complications from diabetes. It is not a path you want to go down. One of the biggest lies we have been told is that natural sugar is not a problem. But the body does not care where the sugar comes from. Sugar is sugar. And fruit juice is packed with it. Some brands have as much sugar as candy bars, but they hide behind words like organic and no added sugar. Do not let those words fool you. The sugar is already there in massive amounts. It is not about whether it was added later or not. It is about what it does once it is inside your body. And I have seen what it does. It wears people out. It drains them. It makes them age faster than they should. I have seen seniors who used to be full of life become sluggish and tired without understanding why. They thought they were making smart choices. They thought they were protecting themselves from harm. But instead, they were unknowingly setting themselves up for heart disease, obesity, and even cognitive decline. The connection between too much sugar and memory loss is something people do not talk about enough. But I have seen it. I have lived through it. I have watched good, sharp-minded people start forgetting things, struggling to focus, feeling lost. And when I look back, I can see the patterns. I can see the silent damage that was being done over time. I know how hard it is to change habits. I know what it feels like to trust something, only to realize later that it was a mistake. But there is still time. If you are drinking fruit juice every day, thinking you are doing something good for yourself, please stop. Switch to water. Eat whole fruits instead. Give your body the chance to process food the way it was meant to. I have seen what happens when people do this. Their energy comes back. Their weight stabilizes. Their blood sugar evens out. They feel younger, stronger, and more in control of their health. I am not saying this to scare you. I am saying this because I have been there. I have watched it happen. I have seen the consequences with my own eyes. I do not want you to go through what so many of my friends have gone through. It is not too late to make a change. You can take back control. You can make choices that truly support your health. But you have to see through the lies first. You have to understand that just because something is sold as healthy does not mean it actually is. I do not want you to wake up years from now, wondering why your body is failing you. I do not want you to struggle with pain, exhaustion, or disease that could have been prevented. I want you to feel strong. I want you to have energy to do the things you love. I want you to enjoy your life without feeling like you are constantly fighting against your own body. And the first step is to stop letting fruit juice fool you. I know it is not easy to change habits. But I have also seen how powerful even small changes can be. Start with this one. Cut out the fruit juice. Give your body a break from the sugar overload. Drink water. Eat fresh fruit. Let your body do what it was designed to do. I promise you, the difference will be worth it. I have seen it happen. I have felt it myself. And I want you to experience it too. Do not wait until it is too late. Take control of your health now. Your future self will thank you. Now, let's clear some common questions. How can someone who has been drinking this for decades reverse the damage and improve their health? Son, let me tell you something. Life has a way of wearing a man down, especially when he has spent decades drinking the wrong things. I have seen it. I have lived it. I have been that man sitting in the dim light of his own regrets, wondering if it is too late to turn back. I know the feeling of waking up with a body that aches in ways it never used to. I know the way a man looks in the mirror and sees his own eyes tired, his skin worn, his heart heavy with the weight of choices made too many times to count. But I will tell you this. The body, much like the soul, is a stubborn thing. It does not let go so easily. It does not give up without a fight. And if a man has the will to change, even after decades of damage, there is still a road back. The first thing to understand is that the body is always trying to heal itself. Every second of every day, no matter what we have done to it, it is working to repair. But it needs help. It needs a man to make a decision. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. A man must put down the very thing that has been poisoning him and decide, with every ounce of his being, that he will not touch it again. Some will say it is too hard. Some will say a man cannot just walk away after decades. But let me tell you. I have seen men rise from worse. I have seen men crawl out of holes so deep that no one believed they would ever see the light again. It starts with one decision. A single moment where a man looks himself in the eye and says, "No more." Now, the body, after years of drinking, is like a house left in ruin. The walls are cracked. The foundation is weak. But it is not beyond repair. The liver, that poor, overworked soldier, will begin to heal the moment the drinking stops. It will not be easy. It will take time. But the body knows what to do. A man must help it along. Water, clean and pure, must become his closest friend. It must flood his system, washing away years of built-up poison. It will not feel good at first. The body will resist. It will shake. It will scream. But that is just the price of undoing years of harm. Food, real food, becomes the second tool in the fight. A man who has drowned his body in drink for decades has likely forgotten what true nourishment feels like. He must remind himself. Vegetables, rich and colorful, must take the place of the empty, lifeless things he has been living on. Fruits, filled with the very essence of life, must become his new indulgence. His body, at first, will not know what to do with such kindness. But give it time. It will remember. It will rebuild. The liver, the heart, the gut. All will begin to mend. Movement must follow. A man who has poisoned himself for decades cannot simply sit and expect the damage to undo itself. The body was made to move. It was made to stretch, to lift, to walk, to run. At first, the muscles will ache. The joints will complain. The heart will protest. But the body, once it is given what it needs, will begin to transform. Strength will return where weakness once lived. Breath will deepen where it once was short. Energy will replace exhaustion. And the man who once struggled to get out of bed will find himself standing taller, walking further, feeling alive in ways he had forgotten were possible. Sleep, too, must become sacred. Years of drinking do more than just hurt the body. They steal sleep, robbing a man of the deep rest his body so desperately needs. The nights of tossing and turning, of waking up in a fog, must be replaced with true, healing rest. It will not come easy at first. The body will need time to remember how to shut down without the crutch of drink. But it will learn. Dark rooms, quiet nights, a mind at peace. These things will become the new ritual. And then, perhaps the most important thing of all. The mind. A man who has spent decades drinking has not just hurt his body. He has hurt his mind, his spirit, his very sense of self. He has drowned emotions he was too afraid to face. He has buried regrets under the numbing weight of drink. And when the drink is gone, those things will rise. They will come back with a vengeance. And that, my son, is where the true fight begins. A man must face himself. He must look at the life he has lived. He must reckon with his past, not as a thing to be ashamed of, but as a lesson. A stepping stone. He must forgive himself. Not because he deserves it, but because without forgiveness, he will never move forward. He must learn to sit with the feelings he once tried to drown. He must learn to find peace in the quiet, to face the world without a bottle in his hand. There will be days when it feels impossible. Days when the pull of old habits feels stronger than the will to change. But those are the days that matter most. Those are the days that separate the man who gives in from the man who rises. And let me tell you something. A man who chooses to fight, who chooses to rebuild after decades of damage, will find something greater than he ever knew was possible. He will wake up one morning and feel his body strong beneath him. He will take a deep breath and feel his lungs expand fully, freely. He will look in the mirror and see a man who has fought for his own life, who has earned his second chance. It is never too late. Not for the body. Not for the mind. Not for the soul. A man who has been drinking for decades can reverse the damage. He can rise from the ashes of his own choices. He can become more than he ever was before. But it starts with a choice. A single moment of decision. And from there, step by step, day by day, he can walk a new road. A road back to health. A road back to life. What healthier alternatives can seniors drink that won't harm their bodies over time? Son, let me tell you something. A man's body is like a well-built house. Strong in youth. Resilient against storms. But as the years pass, even the strongest foundation can weaken if a man is not careful with what he puts inside. I have seen too many good men and women drink themselves into sickness, not just with liquor but with things they never even questioned. They sip on the same sugary drinks, the same artificial concoctions, believing they are harmless. But time, that relentless old traveler, has a way of revealing the truth. What a man drinks matters just as much as what he eats. And if he wishes to live long and live well, he must choose wisely. Water, my son, is the first and greatest gift. The simplest. The purest. And yet, too many people turn away from it, thinking it is too plain. But let me tell you something. The body, after all its years of labor, aches for water. Every joint. Every organ. Every cell. It longs to be replenished. A man who drinks enough water finds his skin smoother, his mind clearer, his strength more enduring. It flushes out the burdens the body has carried for decades, washing away the waste that time has built up. If there is one thing an old man must never neglect, it is this. A glass of water in the morning. Another in the afternoon. And again at night. Not in excess. Not forced. Just enough to remind the body that it is loved. But I know how it is. A man wants flavor. He wants something to wake him up, to bring warmth in the cold mornings or cool refreshment in the heat of the day. That is where the wisdom of tea comes in. Green tea, black tea, herbal tea. Each with its own gift to offer. Green tea, filled with the strength of the earth itself, brings a quiet energy without the sharp crash that coffee so often delivers. It carries the power to fight the very decay that comes with age, protecting the heart, sharpening the mind. Black tea, rich and bold, strengthens a man's circulation, waking up the blood without overburdening it. And then there are the herbal teas. Chamomile, soothing the restless nights. Peppermint, cooling the fire of an uneasy stomach. Ginger, bringing warmth to tired bones and aching joints. These are not just drinks. They are medicine, given freely by the earth, waiting only for a man wise enough to embrace them. And let us not forget the power of fresh juices. Not the bottled ones filled with hidden poisons. Not the ones stripped of their life, leaving only sugar behind. I speak of the real kind. The kind a man makes himself. A glass of fresh orange juice, rich with the sun's own energy. A deep, dark glass of beet juice, strengthening the blood, renewing the body. Carrot juice, giving the eyes what they need to see clearly even in old age. But a man must be mindful. Even good things, when taken without care, can become burdens. A little juice, not too much. A glass in the morning, perhaps. Not as a replacement for water, but as a companion to it. Then, there is the humble wonder of coconut water. A gift from the tropics. It hydrates better than anything man has tried to manufacture, filling the body with minerals lost through years of toil. It keeps the heart steady, the pressure balanced, the muscles strong. A man who drinks coconut water when his body is weary finds himself revived, his thirst quenched in a way that ordinary drinks cannot achieve. Milk, too, has its place. But not the kind that has been stripped and altered beyond recognition. Aged bones need strength, and milk, when taken from a good source, can provide it. But for those whose bodies no longer welcome it, there are other paths. Almond milk, gentle and light. Oat milk, smooth and nourishing. These, when taken without excess, can provide what a man's body may still crave without the burdens that come with old age. And let us speak of broths. A drink, yet more than a drink. A true elixir of life. Bone broth, rich with the strength of the marrow itself, feeds the body in ways that no artificial concoction ever could. It soothes the gut, strengthens the joints, warms the soul. A man who sips on a well-made broth, one simmered slow, one made with care, will feel its power fill him from within. And vegetable broths, for those who seek a lighter path, can do the same, carrying the essence of the earth's own medicine. A man must also be wary of what he avoids. The brightly colored drinks promising energy but stealing life instead. The sodas filled with nothing but chemicals, stripping the bones, burdening the heart. The so-called diet drinks, whispering lies of health while delivering only more harm. A wise man sees past these illusions. He knows that real strength does not come from what is easy. It comes from what is true. Now, there will be those who say, but what of coffee? Must an old man give up even that? And to them, I say this. Coffee, when taken with wisdom, can still be a friend. But not drowned in sugar. Not laced with things that do nothing but harm. A cup, black and pure, can wake the mind, can bring a sharpness when needed. But too much, and it takes more than it gives. The heart races. The restlessness grows. A man must know his limits. And finally, there is the simplest and most overlooked drink of all. A warm glass of water with lemon. A small thing, yet powerful beyond measure. It wakes up the digestion, clears the throat, refreshes the spirit. It is the drink of those who understand that health is not found in excess but in balance. So, my son, listen well. The choices are many. Water, the eternal giver of life. Tea, the wisdom of the earth in a cup. Fresh juices, the essence of nature's best. Coconut water, the healer. Milk and its gentler cousins, the builders of strength. Broths, the restorers. Coffee, the sharp but demanding friend. And above all, the understanding that what a man drinks must nourish, must strengthen, must serve him well. A man's body, no matter how many years it has carried him, is still his to care for. It is never too late to choose wisely. Never too late to put aside what harms and embrace what heals. The right drink, taken with intention, can add years to a man's life. But more importantly, it can add life to his years. And that, my son, is what truly matters. How can seniors break free from the habit of drinking this without feeling like they are missing out? Son, let me tell you something. The hardest chains to break are the ones we do not even realize we are wearing. A man drinks the same thing for years, maybe even decades, and before he knows it, it has become more than just a habit. It is a part of his life, his routine, his comfort. He wakes up expecting it. He reaches for it without thinking. And the thought of giving it up feels like losing something, like leaving behind a piece of himself. I know this feeling well. I have seen it in my own life and in the lives of others who swore they could never change. But let me tell you something. The mind plays tricks. It tells a man he is losing something, when in truth, he is gaining everything. The first thing to understand is that change does not come from fighting against something. It comes from turning towards something better. A man who tells himself, "I cannot have this," will feel deprived. He will feel like he is being punished. But a man who tells himself, "I choose something better," will feel powerful. He will not see it as a loss but as a step towards something greater. This is the secret, son. It is not about what you are giving up. It is about what you are stepping into. When a man has spent years drinking something, it is not just the taste that holds him. It is the feeling, the ritual, the memories tied to it. Maybe it is the warmth of that first sip in the morning. Maybe it is the way it feels in his hand as he talks with old friends. Maybe it is the comfort of knowing it is always there, waiting for him. If a man does not replace these things, the emptiness will pull him back. This is why the key is not just to stop drinking something. It is to replace it with something that gives just as much, if not more. A man who drinks coffee for the way it wakes him up does not need to lose that sharpness. He can find it in green tea, which lifts the mind without the crash. He can find it in a cold glass of lemon water, which wakes the body from the inside out. If it is the warmth he craves, let him try herbal teas, rich and soothing. If it is the ritual, let him hold the cup just the same, feel the steam rise, take in the scent of something fresh and new. Let him understand that the comfort was never in the drink itself. It was in the moment, and the moment can remain. For those who reach for sugary drinks, for sodas or artificial things that have been part of their lives for too long, let them ask themselves this. What do they truly crave? The sweetness? That can be found in fresh fruit, in a glass of naturally flavored water, in a homemade juice that nourishes rather than harms. The refreshment? That can be found in coconut water, in chilled herbal infusions, in the simple, pure taste of water itself when the body is finally free of the cravings that have tricked it for so long. A man must learn to listen to his body, to understand what it truly wants, not what habit has told it to expect. The hardest part is the mind. The mind, son, is a stubborn thing. It will whisper, "Just one more." It will say, "This is who you are. This is what you do." It will try to tell you that you are missing out, that life will be less without this thing you have held on to for so long. But the mind can be trained, just as the body can. A man who decides, truly decides, that he is done with something, is stronger than his cravings. The mind may fight him, but it does not control him. Not if he does not let it. There is something else, something few people talk about. And that is the power of patience. Too many men fail because they expect to feel free overnight. They expect to wake up and never crave the old thing again. But it does not work that way. The body takes time to adjust. The mind takes time to unlearn. The cravings may still come for a while. The thoughts may still whisper. But if a man can hold steady, if he can ride through the waves without giving in, he will wake up one day and realize that he no longer thinks about it. That what once felt impossible has become easy. That he no longer needs it. And let me tell you something beautiful. The day will come when he will not only feel free but will wonder why he ever held on so tightly to something that was never good for him. He will feel stronger. He will feel lighter. His body will thank him in ways he never expected. His mind will be clearer. His energy will be steadier. And instead of feeling like he is missing out, he will feel like he has gained something far greater than he ever lost. A man who wishes to break free must do so with conviction, with patience, and with the understanding that he is not losing anything of value. He must replace the old with something new, something better. He must listen to his body, nourish it with what it truly needs. He must train his mind to see beyond the habit. And he must hold on long enough to feel the reward, to see the day when he looks back and realizes that the thing he once thought he could not live without was never worth holding on to in the first place. Life, my son, is not about what you give up. It is about what you choose. Choose wisely. Choose health. Choose strength. And soon enough, you will not feel like you are missing out. You will feel like you have finally found something better. If you liked today's discussion, don't forget to like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated with every video we release. And yes, don't forget to share your experiences and thoughts in the comments. Every comment is special to us. Your feedback helps us improve further. We'll continue to meet you in every new video on this channel, so until next time, take care.